Hello, everybody. I'm not sure if you are following the news, but I saw on the internet some calls for Elon Musk to turn off his car, like the Teslas, all across Russia. I am disturbed with this as it shows the weakness in the automation of cars, as it gives the power of disabling cars by a third party, despite a car being a product that was totally paid for and fully owned by somebody else. And even worse, it allows another country to control the cars of a sovereign state. This is extremely dangerous, and it shows something that needs to be studied and examined when we move ahead with automation. Recently, a couple of months ago, President Biden signed a law called the Infrastructure Bill. This bill is masquerading as something good. Among other things, it describes that all cars starting 2026 by law will have to have the functionality of disabling cars remotely, so that this power is given to authorities, governments, police, and politicians, basically. This is extremely bad as it tightens the noose around our neck, the public, the digital noose that controls us and gives power to the state over individuals and their freedom to use whatever they paid for, full and clear, that's theirs, and disables them at the whim of a public servant. This is a problem. The state does not have this authority, in my opinion, and they are making it into law. It is masquerading as something nice, as it states that this is basically a kill switch in cars and trucks that prevents death by monitoring the state of the driver, whether he's intoxicated or drunk. And yet it is expanded to include other reasons too. So the problem is that these things are introduced as if who would object to preventing a drunken driver from being on the road? Let me read the text of the law. Remember, it's already done. It is signed and is a law currently in the United States and expected to be mimicked and replicated in other countries. Here it goes. To require the Secretary of Transportation, acting through the administrator of the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, to prescribe a federal motor vehicle safety standard for advanced drunk and impaired driving prevention technology, and for other purposes. End quote. And here is the key word, the last four words, and for other purposes. It does not state what are those purposes and who has authority over it and who can trigger them. And it's a completely broad and vague statement in a law that basically can apply to anything. As a matter of fact, absolutely infinite possibilities. So it starts by talking about prevention of drunkenness on the road, and it ends up with saying, and by the way, it can be used for anything else. So political reasons to prevent dissidents from having a lawful gathering, such as what happened in Canada recently with Freedom Convoy. Trudeau, if he had this law in place by that time, he would have definitely stopped all the trucks from arriving even to Ottawa where they were gathering. And he would have said, well, this is the law, and it's a kill switch to prevent dissents, and used for political reasons, absolutely unrelated to prevention of accidents of drunk people. And here you go. Now, it's not just an electric car problem, obviously. It's a modern car problem. Like all the cars are now gradually being produced, have electronics, and they wouldn't even function without such electronics in place. And once you have a computer on board and it controls everything, it's the brain of the car, you can program it to do anything remotely, not locally. And this is the kill switch that the government wants to have all over us. Remember, this is what we can call, if you don't have the keys, it's not your car. What's the point in paying for a car, paying the ownership and registering it, and at the end of the day, you don't have the keys? The government has. And yeah. Another problem that arises from this idiotic law is that hackers will take care of business, of course. They will take advantage of this. And just like the government can control a kill switch on a car, a hacker can. They are not dumb people. They have hacked into pretty much everything and anything, and they will use this functionality for nefarious reasons. They can isolate people in deserted areas, they can hijack people, they can disable cars, they can disable the police cars, whatever your imagination can take you, the possibilities are there. Well, on the same vein, the government wants to control money. This is a tangent topic, but it's worth mentioning since we are on the subject. The news is not, of course, limited to controlling people's mobility, but also their finances. If the government ends up banning cash, the only possibility of having some sort of anonymity when you spend money, your wealth, the money that you worked hard to earn. Once the government digitizes money and it becomes exclusively digital, the government has the power to ban you from spending your own money, taking it away. Think about it. Cash is very, very important to maintain, and unfortunately, since the pandemic, with the pretext of preventing the spread of viruses, we are not going to take cash. So you have to disclose your identity using a card that says who you are, where you are, you're buying and spending this money, at what time, and which day, and what are you buying, what is the product that you're interested in, and how much you're paying for. The government wants to have this power to pull the plug or the kill switch for money. If you like this video so far and enjoy the content, kindly subscribe and press the like button if you didn't do so. It helps this channel and I would be very grateful. If you would like to add some comments on the topic in the comment section, please do so. I would love to hear your opinion. I will respond to the best of my abilities, and these are topics that might be interesting to raise with the politicians in the next elections. Well, I wish you a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Oh, hell, let's just do what we always do. Hijack some nuclear weapons and hold the world hostage. Yeah?